Anyway, over the weekend, my brother gave me some lenses that he inherited from an in-law. He wasn't going to use them because they're all 35mm on a wet camera. But I was able to dig up an adapter, and I was actually able to take what was in that camera bag and use maybe 60% of it. There's a really nice Vivitar 35mm in there. I'm probably going to play with, maybe get some film for it. But the lenses I got a 28, a 50, and a 135mm lenses. They're all prime lenses, so there's no zoom or anything on them. I also got a telephoto adapter. I got a really cool vintage light meter. It's not like it's going to be of any practical use, but it's just really cool. And then, what else was in there? Oh, the camera bag itself, it's an awesome vintage piece. I'm going to keep it. There was a really cool camera strap. It's kind of like a guitar strap, but it's an actual camera strap. I'm going to use that as well. That's pretty much what I was able to salvage out of the goodies that were in that camera bag, and that's kind of cool. I'm going to actually be able to repurpose a lot of this stuff. Of course, shooting on vintage glass has its drawbacks. Number one, all the electronics in the camera don't work. I mean, you have to set your own f-stop. There is going to be no autofocus. You have to set all that stuff manually, and then you have to pick an ISO that's going to work, and the light meter in the camera doesn't work with these lenses, so you end up I actually just downloaded an app on my phone, and I'm using that. The vintage light meter I have is for specifically film, and it goes to ISO 200. So that isn't going to work with digital cameras. It's just not. The ISOs won't go up high enough. But it's really a cool piece, and I'm going to hang on to it just because it is cool. The lenses are cool. The camera body, the Vivitar camera body, that thing weighs like a ton. It makes my Nikon seem like nothing. Featherlight and cheap. That Vivitar camera body, it's a Japanese camera body. That thing is stout. It's heavy. I mean, with the lens on it and everything. Oh, with the 135mm lens on it, that thing must weigh like 2 pounds. It's really substantial. Really well engineered, and just a beautiful piece of engineering. I could just look at the camera, and it's just a neat looking piece. And again, I'll probably hang on to it too. I might even dig up some film and see if I can't get it to work. Looks like the shutter and everything's working okay on it. I gotta find some batteries for it. It uses some really weird batteries, but Action Photo should have those, or B&H Photo should have those, no problem. And then if I can get it to power up and find some film for it, I don't know if they still make 35mm film. I think they do. I'm sure if they do, Action Camera would process it. I just think it's just going to be kind of a neat little cool project to play around with. I've already taken some really cool pictures with the glass. I went ahead and bought an adapter. This guy here, that adapts the M42 mount that's on all these lenses to a Nikon F mount. So I can actually use the lens, and it has a lens in it for correction, so they will focus out to infinity. If you're looking for one of these adapters, you want one with a correction lens in it. They make some that are just an adapter plate, but you can't focus all the way out to infinity. I know this is kind of getting technical for non-photo people, but just kind of some cool things. I don't know how much I'm actually going to use this old glass, but I think it's just going to be fun to play with. And I have actually shot some video with it. It doesn't look a whole lot different. These lenses aren't as bright as modern lenses, and that might be just, coatings are degrading over time. I think they're all 30-year lenses. I think these lenses are all 30 years old. I can't find anything on them. Probably going to look and see. Well, I know one of the lenses was marketed by Montgomery Ward's, and it actually says Montgomery Ward's on it, so that kind of gives you an idea of how old these lenses are. I didn't even know Montgomery Ward's made lenses. I'm also finding out that Sears made lenses as well. But yeah, this is a Montgomery Ward's 67-1-579 auto wide angle, and then is the focal length is 28 millimeter, and it'll f-stop to 2.8. Yeah, this is just going to be something. These lenses are just going to be something I play with. The camera body, that Vivitar camera body, is just absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you. I know it's not my normal vlog, but I just thought, you know, a lot of us do dabble with cameras quite a bit. I work with, or don't work, but I have a lot of other content creators that subscribe to me, so it's not always the gear, but sometimes you just run across something cool and you just like, okay, I want to make that work, and that's kind of what I did here. So anyway, you have a great Thursday, and hope to see you tomorrow. We'll see what happens.